And just to add to the flavour of things, we got Pat Sharp, a Radio 1 DJ, to jump on a BMX bike and show that you don't have to be an expert to ride one. We put Pat up on the start hill and did a practice start for him. He had a lot of fun just watching him over this tabletop. Doing a 2-pedal start there, which is very good for a first-time rider. There he goes, over the tabletop. A slight slip there. But he's straight back on the bike. That's one of the beauties of BMX racing. You can wipe out over the bars, over the back, but you'll get straight back on the bike. Okay, now we got Craig Schofield, number 1 13-year-old in this country, to demonstrate the start over the tabletop. Unfortunately, he didn't do that too good. But, well, as you can see, the crowd wasn't that impressed. Okay, well, as this is me, I'll get Tim to do the honours.
Well, basically, all Andy's doing here is some freestyle flat ground tricks, and although he's making it look very, very easy by just flipping the bike around, doing some 360 turns, which he's just done there, and a few rock walks, which will be just in a minute, kind of end over end. Andy has spent a lot of time practicing these tricks, and his smoothness of doing it is very, very deceiving, because it is very, very hard and takes a lot of training to do this, and a lot of hard time and effort. So perhaps Andy would kind of know or be able to explain how the trick is done, so if any would-be freestylists are watching the video, they could kind of learn from what you're going to do. Andy, could you explain to us how you do a basic rock walk or 360?
Yeah, well, the best thing to do, really, see, it's all very well explaining these sort of things. I mean, then you just, you know, it goes in one ear and out the other. The best thing you can do is study the video, see how I do it, and then get a piece of flat ground away from fast cars and 125-mile-an-hour trains, etc.
So really anywhere, kind of your local car park or kind of a quiet area, recreational area, would be okay for anybody to go and freestyle on?
Yeah, that'd be good, as long, you know, obviously, as long as you're not disturbing other people or doing something else recreational. But the best thing to do is just practice and practice and practice.
That trick you just done there, what was that called?
What, the front hops?
That's it, yeah.
Well, with that trick, the trick is to just put your front brake on, get onto the point of balance, and try and keep on that point of balance. See, no matter what you do, whether it's a wheelie, a back hop, or anything like that, there's a point of balance. So the trick with the front wheel hop is to get up on that point of balance and try and stay there. It's very difficult at first because you have to push your weight forward and just stay on that point of balance. Now with the back hops that I'm doing here, you just have to keep your weight back enough just to keep the bike up. And yeah, if you let your weight go forward a touch, then the front wheel's going to go down. Yeah,
I guess when you get to as many as that, you start getting a little bit tired and your forearms start getting a little bit weak, so
yeah,
it gets kind of harder as you go on.
That is very tiring, very tiring. I mean, as you can see now, I took my lid off and I was quite out of breath.
Yeah, it kind of looks very, very easy the way you do it, but kind of anybody that's listening, I'm sure, as soon as they try some tricks that they've seen there, they will really realise how hard it is for you to do freestyle BMX.
It is, you know, I mean, it's just practice. Freestyle is difficult at first, but it's like anything. If you practice enough, then you're going to be good at it.
Andy's just said that practice makes perfect, and as I see Pat Sharp lying down there with my helmet, if he practices long enough, he may not get run over by the 3 riders which are just about to jump over him. Yeah,
Pat looks a bit nervous there, but you know, I did a test run here just to show Pat what we was going to do, and after that he did survive, so he looks alright now.
Yeah, the 3 riders taking a pretty good run through there, just basically showing how light and agile the bikes are and how you can throw them about off the jumps.
Yeah. Now this is the difficult bit. Now 3 riders at a time was going over this, and as you can imagine, if you clip handlebars or something in the air, then it could be a bit dodgy. But we made that all right.
Yeah, you're taking a couple of runs at this, kind of making it look a bit daring.
Yeah. Well, there was quite a few photographers around, so...
Yeah, look at Craig just pulling a wheelie there. That's really hard, you know. You have to keep putting the rear brake on so as you don't loop out.
Yeah. But there was quite a fair-sized crowd in this arena.
You can see them all in the background shouting and screaming as you're jumping over the pan. Oh, he's gone now. I guess aerial 360. Yeah, that is one of the hardest tricks. And Andy, believe it or not, is the only rider I've ever seen do that trick anywhere.
Yes, that's quite hard. That takes quite a bit of practice. It's very difficult at first because, as you can imagine, if you sort of get on a bike and launch off a jump and you want to turn 360 degrees in the air, It's quite breathtaking at first. I wiped out quite a few times.
A lot of the things with this BMX racing though is kind of having the courage to go for it and knowing that you have got a chance of pulling it off. And as soon as you've pulled the stunt off for the first time, it gives you a lot more confidence to go out and do it again and get it wired.
Yeah.